Well, hello, Sherwood Band Booster community. It's time to start swinging the green. It's the biggest fundraising week of the year for the Sherwood Band Boosters. I'm auctioneer Patrick. Honored to be joining you again as we get this big week of fundraising started off. As we get started on the show today, I do want to make sure that you know we'd really love it if you'd say hello and feel free to ask any questions in the chat. Always happy to answer any questions as we go through the program today. And look at me being honored with the presence of two of the ringleaders of Swingin The Green. As we like to say, I'm going to ask you to kind of casually put together your hands for the amazing VP of Swingin The Green, making her maiden voyage as the VP, Eden Francis. Eden, how are you?
Doing great.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Patrick. I've never been a ringleader before, so this is
Yeah.
that.
You know, it seems like a circus at times. So sometimes I think ringleaders makes a good choice. It looks like our buddy, our real ringleader, if you will, the president of Sherwood Band Boosters. Looks like her internet connection's a little shaky out there on the back patio. She's trying to double dip us with a little sunshine exposure and live streaming at the same time, but it appears her connection might be a little shaky. So we'll wait for a few minutes to her to dive back in, and I'll just keep stalling. I mean, Eden, how excited are you for the big event?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't believe we're finally down to just the online auction starting and 1 week away from our big event. And it's just feels like the culmination of all this work and excitement is really building. So I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. You put a lot of hard work into it and kind of stepping in there, I would say kind of midway through almost. And you know, you've been to swing it a bunch of times, but it's a little different on your side of the table now, isn't it?
Oh, completely. Fortunately, you know, I took the reins from someone who had done it for a while, Hallie, and had things really well organized. And so it wasn't like building it from scratch. Thank goodness.
Yeah. No, Hallie was a tremendous leader and still is a tremendous leader. We're wishing her all the best. It's right. But yeah, you dove right in, and Stacy's trying to get in. She'll get in eventually. But no, you're doing a great job. And you know, I always laugh, you know, when you sit where I sit and you watch committees year round, and sometimes you see folks that come from the audience and into the leadership role of the event. And it's always entertaining to me for them to realize there's a lot going on, right?
That's right.
And a lot of things that nobody ever even knew happened, right? Well, there she is, and I can see she's relocated as only she can do. She doesn't waste any time ever. It's put it together for our fearless leader, if you will, the president of the Sherwood Band Boosters, the one and only Stacy Rock. How are you, Stacy?
Great. Sorry I had to relocate, but this will work too.
Well, we're sorry for you also, because you were enjoying that beautiful sunshine down there, and all of a sudden you got the internet decided to not cooperate, it sounds like.
Yep. As soon as we went live, it was like, no, thank you.
Yeah. That is interesting. But so yeah, we're doing good, and now she's gone again, and just like that. How about that? She is what did I quick button? There we go. I was gonna say, what button did I hit that was causing me problems? Hey, Eden, while we wait for Stacy to rejoin us on her internet, let's talk a little bit about the event. We've changed it up a little bit. We had a little delay in our planning based on all the activities surrounding the band programs there at Sherwood High School and Middle School and the Color Guard. We moved our event to May. We moved it to a Sunday.
We did.
That's worked out pretty good, though.
I think so. I mean, people are coming and they want to be there. So,
well, we're sold out. I mean,
you're sold out, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can't get a ticket right now, and that's that's an amazing situation that we haven't had in quite some time, I believe. I don't remember having a sold out swinging. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations. And the Sunday format, I think, is going to go really well, don't you?
yeah, I do too. We're going to start a little bit earlier. We're going to start at 4 instead of at 5. So, it's a school night and people have to work. But I think it's just going to be a really lovely evening. And it's going to be light later because it's May.
Yeah.
So we're really going to get to enjoy the beautiful rose garden pavilion right outside the tent, the event tent. And I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic. And the nice thing about Sunday, there's less conflicts, right? For
Yes.
folks is a big positive, and I think that's why we see that you're sold out. The tremendous support because it's such an amazing event. I can only imagine the only people that ever miss it are because they have a schedule conflict, right? And so there's less of them on Sunday. So let's do Sundays moving forward. That'll be awesome. We're going to welcome you back, Stacy. Go ahead and tell us how you feel about your internet provider right now, and if you want to change anytime in the next couple hours.
Yeah, normally it's just a fine, but mostly I'm excited about doing my hosting my last Swing in the Green as president of Sherwood Band Boosters, and so excited we sold out again this year. Really excited to the potential of having such a gorgeous afternoon on Sunday for the live event at the beautiful Oregon Golf Club. So all the boxes are getting ticked at this point, and super excited to see all of the people who are coming in the room, all of the people who are going to be at home online bidding and watching those boards continue to go up and up and up. I've already been outbidded 3 times today. I've gotten my alerts. So I'm super excited about our online auction as well.
That's awesome. Well, that's a neat thing about it, right? Because the bandwidth of the band, right, programs is pretty broad. And there's a lot of folks who are big fans of Sherwood Band Boosters, and it's particularly the student musicians and color guard. And it's Swingin the Green has something for everybody. You don't have to be in the room necessarily to participate. We have our online auction, we have raffles, we have all these other things. But most importantly, we couldn't do this without the support of some incredible organizations that have stepped up as sponsors. Who wants to tell me about those?
Well, I will tell you about some of them anyway. Stacy can tell us about some others. So we are, of course, 100% grateful to our presenting sponsor, is Symposium Coffee again this year. They're such a good partner for the band and the band boosters and all the programs. So we're just extremely grateful for them. We have some new sponsors this year. We have a new business in Sherwood, Scent Hound, who is going to be one of our sponsors. And it's really exciting to see some new partners come in this year with sponsorships. We've got some returning sponsors as well that, we are grateful for every single sponsorship that we get. Sherwood Aesthetic Medicine has been a wonderful partner over the years and continues to be. We're just so glad that they're back. And Jamba in Sherwood is going to be one of our sponsors this year. So that's great.
I bet they go through some Jamba juice in the band program. Is that
yeah.
Yeah.
I know my son, when Jamba opened in Sherwood, it was like, hey, Jamba's in Sherwood. Do you want me to bring you it? Sure, honey.
That's a good sign.
Great.
That is a really good sign. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maricelli's is back in. That's you've got quite the list of Wes Schwab and all the friends over there.
That's right. Yeah, some really devoted friends of the band, and we're so thankful.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, can you share with me, whether it's Eden or Stacy or both of you, share with me a little bit about over the next 10 days or so, we're going to raise a significant amount of money for the band programs and the color guard program. Tell us exactly how you guys, or give us an understanding of how you guys use these dollars that are raised.
Of course. all of the dollars that are raised go directly to the band. So there's no third party. We're us parents are out there, hustling, helping raise this money for the kids. But it allows us to do the extracurricular activities like color guard, like our winter percussion program, both at the middle school and the high school. Both those programs are at both locations. Our marching band program, it pays for the additional instructors it takes to help coach and train the kids on those things. It pays for the design fees, our competition entrance fees, all the travel, renting the trucks and the gas and all of those kinds of things. It goes to instrument repair and tuning and buying new instruments. We as the band boosters raise all the money for the instruments that we purchase, which is fantastic. And most importantly, we never want a student who loves music, who wants to participate in music, to not be able to do that. So we have a scholarship fund as well that allows students at the middle school and the high school to be able to participate in these extracurricular programs outside of their band class. And so all of those funds go to this and so much more for the students to be able to have extracurricular music enriching opportunities.
Well, and I think it's probably a pretty fair statement. Without your support, the program wouldn't be nearly as robust as it is, right? And because of how robust it is, I know I've heard Brant say many times. I mean, you guys keep winning competitions. You continually place very, very well in all these competitions, and those are experiences that last a lifetime for these young people, isn't it?
Absolutely. The band directors, whether the middle school band directors or the high school band directors, always trying to have opportunities for the kids to experience those things. Our most recent experience was the marching band. Most of them went to Disneyland to perform over spring break. And that was quite an experience for them as well. So all of the parent volunteering, all of the parent fundraising, all of that goes to ensuring we do have these robust programs available to all students here in Sherwood.
Yeah.
So it is pretty
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's really admirable and it's fantastic. And I say credit to the Sherwood Band Boosters because all of you parents, and some are not even parents, they just love what's happening there in Sherwood. Get a lot of energy. I mean, I watch this event and I watch how y'all handle the young musicians and make sure they're getting fed and making sure they get transportation. I mean, the things that you don't even think about that wouldn't happen without y'all organizing. But at the end of the day, all the volunteer labor in the world can't rent buses, right? And can't make some of these opportunities available. And that's why we have to fundraise too. Is that correct?
That's absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how about I jump in and I share my screen and let's talk about how people can help fuel the tradition that is Sherwood Band and the amazing organization that we have there. Folks, it could not be easier. This is always the address for Swingin the Green. It's swinginthegreen.org, and that'll take you right to the page, regardless of the year. That's one of the nice things about having such an amazing title of your event. But Swingin the Green will take you right to our Octria event page, and from here you can do it all. I'm just gonna kind of work my way through it, and we'll talk a little bit about all the great things that are going on. But I want to start with y'all have a really unique program, kind of fun for the kids. We call it Register to Support Your Favorite Student, and this is where you register for the event, friends. And when you register, you are going to be asked who is your favorite Sherwood Band participant, and they will get credit. We've got a little competition going, don't we, Eden?
We sure do. So the students are going to, every time they're mentioned, they get an entry into our drawing. And then at the end, so the end of the online auction, right, when we have sold it, hopefully we've sold everything out, then we'll do a drawing, and for every mention the student gets an entry and they can win a $50 gift card to the place of their choice.
Yeah, $50.
Yeah.
Well, and that was a great segue, by the way, Eden. Was that? Huh? Did you do that on purpose?
I might have.
That was a really good, even though it's a few buttons down. I am gonna touch on it while we're here before I dive into our online auction. And I love seeing these pictures from the previous events because it brings back such great memories for those who have been there. It's always such a good time seeing all that, whether it's the dessert dash or the musicians
Yeah.
playing to perform. Anyhow, we've got a new situation here in our $500 winners choice raffle, friends. And normally we've kind of picked a gift card that we thought was pretty generic, but this year Stacy had this idea. What if we just let the winner choose where we get them a gift card to? And so we call this winner's choice raffle. And we're only selling 100 tickets. They're $25 a piece. So for every ticket you buy, you've got a 1 in 100 chance, right? So buy several and increase your odds. But one person is going to get their name drawn from the amazing wheel of names during the event. And if you're the winner, you get to tell the Sherwood Band Boosters, where would you like your $500 gift card? So there's only 48 left. So jump in there right now and get that raffle, because that's going to be a lot of fun. All right. And great idea, by the way, Stacy. That's a great idea. I love it. All right. The other thing I want to talk about, let's dive into our online auction, because that started this morning at midnight. And I noticed people were right in the middle of it immediately. And
some of us have been waiting all year to get in.
You've been waiting all year. I get it. And we got to give a shout out to Kara Sigwa for stepping up and kind of being the auction component chair. I think I get all y'all's titles a little confused at times, which is my fault. I'll have to get Perry to get me a printout of so I refer to you all by the right titles. But I wanted to give Kara a shout out, and I know she had a team of people helping her. Stacy or Eden, maybe you can give them a little shout out too.
Yeah, the auction team, we have a number of parents who volunteer for 3-4 months to go out and not only email businesses around the country, but also get out into the local community and ask for donations for the online auction. So it takes a village. It takes a ton of people to be able to do this, and to have this large fundraiser to do it once a year. But it's so much fun, and it's so much fun to get out into the community and meet and greet and personally thank our local businesses as well. So we appreciate every single one of the people who volunteered, and every single person who's coming to the event is going to have a great time as well. So I'm super excited.
Yeah, that's awesome. And right on cue, Kara is in the audience. So big shout out to Kara. And she says she had an amazing team and she is so excited. So that's awesome. Kara, congratulations. You've always been a great supporter. And even before you were involved, I think going even back to, when your musicians were in middle school, and I remember, it's fantastic. So thank you so much for all your hard work on that. So let's dive in here. I think we have maybe exactly 90 packages, is my recollection, in this year's online auction, which is fantastic. But what I was impressed with is the array of things that are in here. There's quite a diverse group of things. There's something for everybody, don't you think?
I think so. Yeah, that's really, like you said, a really wide array of things for families, for couples, for individuals. It's great.
Yeah, whether you need to eat or you need an activity or a service. I mean, there is an amazing array of things to get involved in, and that's awesome. I'm just clicking through the pages real quick because I always place a bid at this point in the program, and I gotta make sure I don't miss one of the hot topics here. I know. Soak, relax, and restore. I could use a little bit of that. That would be a good idea. And then we've got Mud Puddles, one of my favorite stores of all times. Always. Oh, and then you know what? I'm not gonna bid there because I'm gonna go back to those. But let's go ahead, and I'm a big fan of whiskey. No, that's not going to be it.
Mhm.
I am a fan of Arasheli. So, okay. And this one right here says I've got to have a credit card. Who does it know? I'm gonna unshare myself for just a second so that I can make sure that I don't share my credit card with everybody, right? And yeah, of course it's not. There we go. Okay. And
All of a sudden, you have bids on everything, Patrick.
yeah, all of a sudden I'm buying the whole. Next thing I know, I'll be a sponsor. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, we're back. Okay, every now and then that happens to me. Sorry about that. All right, so I got Arasheli's here. This is I got a gift card to Arasheli's in this package. I've got a hat that would be perfect. I got a tumbler. It's $100 value. Wow, this is cool. Now, when you look at this item, friends, you're going to see that bidding ends in 9 days plus bid extension. I do want to take a moment to explain that. We run the online auction just like I do from the podium. I don't say sold until people quit bidding, right? So, but we do have to have a time limit. So here's how it works. On May 3rd, that is Sunday, next week at 9 o'clock, if we're going to schedule to close. The only exception to that is that if somebody bids on this item within the last 5 minutes, so from 8:55 p.m. to 9 p.m., somebody places a bid, then it will notify the person who just got outbid, and it will turn around and extend the bidding time an additional 5 minutes. So all of a sudden we'll go from a 9 o'clock close to a 9:05 close, so that other person, depending on what they're up to doing, they have an opportunity to bid again. The next thing you'll see here is it tells you what the current high bid is, which is always nice to know, and it'll tell you what you need to bid. Okay, so I must bid at least $20. Now, here's where we get into the fancy features that I really love, and one of the reasons I encourage people to always get in and do this. I look at this package; it's $100. I love Arasheli's, and I'd probably pay $100 for this package. But if I could get it for 20, I think we'd all agree that's not a bad. That'd be pretty fun too, right? So here's what you can do. You can use the feature called proxy bid, which is right here. It's got the checkbox next to it. And what that will happen is you place the bid, in essence, is the maximum that you want to spend, okay? Or I would say the amount you're comfortable spending, right? Never the max, because we can always bid more. But what it will do is it will take that number and it will keep you in the lead at the lowest level of it. So if I put $100 here, then what it will do is it will bid 20 for me. Okay. And if somebody comes in, Jackie, if I upset her and she comes back and bids 30, then it will kick my bid to 30 because I was in essence there first. Okay. Because I had placed the higher proxy bid to start. So it'll keep me in the lead. And if you didn't catch the math there, friends, that's a great way to save some money, because if I just placed a $20 bid and then Jackie came in and bid against me and she bid 30, then I would have to bid 40 to be back in the lead. If I placed it as a proxy bid, okay, when she bid 30, it will take my bid to 30, right? Because I was there first. So I didn't have to go to 40 yet. She's going to have to go to 40 to get me to go to 40. Does that make sense? So I don't want to ruin it for her. So I'm just going to put a $50 bid, but I'm going to make sure that my proxy bid is marked. Okay. And I'm going to click on bid now. And it's nice because it's always going to confirm that this is the bid you wanted to make. Okay. Every now and then I put an extra 0 in there, and that can get expensive for me. But here we go. And looky there. So I know that Jackie had not put a proxy bid in because I did get the current bid for $20, and it says this bid will automatically be raised to $50 to ensure you stay at the high bidder when you were bid against, right? So that is awesome. I want to make sure if there's any questions, folks, drop them in the chat box, because this is usually when it happens. I get a question, and if not, just say hi. That would be fantastic. All right. Eden, this is your first year as the VP of Swingin. Was there anything I said there that was confusing, or maybe I need to clarify for you?
No, I don't think so. I will say that the first couple of years when I was just a, bidder in this, um, I was really nervous about putting in a proxy bid at first because I wasn't totally sure um, how it behaved. I should have gone back and watched the live stream because that would have explained it. Um, but then I got over my fear and it makes it so much easier because then you don't have to feel like I got to check my phone every time
Yeah.
that am I still in the lead? Like it lets you know that you're still in the lead and that, hey, your proxy bid just went up. Now you're at 30, but I didn't have to go back in and always be fiddling with, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my item. It
Yeah,
does it
yeah,
for you.
exactly.
It's so great.
Especially when you have that Octria app downloaded on your mobile device, it's fantastic. And the other nice thing is, for folks, when you do place a proxy bid, the only time you'll be notified is when your proxy bid has been extinguished. In other words, I'm not going to get a notification if somebody tries to bid $40 right here. But if they bid 60 and I no longer have the winning bid, then I will get the notification. So if you're worried about your phone blowing up as people are bidding against you,
Yes.
don't worry. It's only going to happen when it matters, and that's when you have to go in and make another bid. Okay. So I want to
Yeah,
make
good
sure.
clarification.
Yeah, yeah. Now here's the other thing, right? And let me start with this question for both of you. Do either of you mind if people who are not connected to the Sherwood Band programs donate or bid on items?
Well, I think the answer to that's of course not.
Yeah.
We
Um,
really
you know,
hope that they will.
All right. So I want to make sure I'm clear on this part, right? So this is a great way, friends, because I know a lot of our families and supporters are tuned in now and are all fired up to get in there and bid. But this is a great opportunity for us to expand the bandwidth of who is supporting the band programs at Sherwood High School and Middle School, and along with the color guard. Okay. And they're right up here. This is the secret to making it happen. Okay. And what these are opportunities for you to share this individual item out, whether it be on your social media on Facebook. If you click that Facebook icon, it will generate an individual item post just for this basket. Okay. And then you can share it out on your feed, on your social media, whether it be on X, formerly Twitter, or Facebook. The other thing you can do is you can click this one and share it, give you some different options. Maybe you're on your mobile device, you want to just text it to somebody, something like that. Or you can just grab a link and then you can put it in however you want to share your links, right? But this is a great way, friends. I know you're a bunch of fans of the programs. You love what's happening with the band programs. And this is a way to make sure that we raise as much money as possible over the next several days. Share out the individual items. Now, I wouldn't encourage you to share out the items that you're bidding on. Okay, don't do that, right? There are no friends at an auction. But share out the items. When you see something and you say, you know what, I'm not a big Mexican food fan, but I know Patrick is. So having grown up in San Antonio, Texas, go ahead and copy that link and send it directly to Patrick and say, hey, great opportunity for you in Sherwood here, and you're helping a great cause, right? And that will get people to come and bid on that individual item, but it'll also get them to come and check out the entire event. And that's what we really want to do to make sure that they're engaged in bidding and helping us raise more money. And if you want to share out the entire event, at the bottom of every page are social media icons, again, and sharing icons. And you can go down here and click out, and this will create a Facebook post for the entire event, right? Swinginthegreen.org. And it'll kick that out on your social, or you can share it or click it. The other thing I want to do, and this is a tip for today, right? Because it's the opening day of bidding on the online auction. And I shared this earlier today with a group, and they were like, I didn't even know that was possible. If I had a strategy, I like to go through all the auction items. And as I see things that I like, I'm not sure if it's going to raise to the priority level that I want to bid on it, right? Because I haven't looked at all the items yet. So what I'll do is I'll star the item, okay? And when I star that item, I'm going to show you how we can right up here at the top of every page in our online auction, I can say, show me items I've starred. And I get my own little personalized catalog, if you will. Okay. And then I can look at those items together and I can say, okay, these are the ones I'm going to bid on. Most of the time, I got to bid on them all. You know how that works, Stacy. You've been there, but it's just a nice little opportunity to go ahead and identify those items and then strategize a little bit on the things that you want it, to bid on. And it'll remember your starred items all the way through the event, as long as you're logged in. So how about that? Are you going to use that tactic there, Stacy?
Yes, I love that tactic because it does help me prioritize as I see I'm getting closer and closer to being outbid in some of the items I want. It helps me readjust and put all of my money into some different buckets, maybe instead of across a number of them. But that and the proxy bidding. Oh, once I got onto proxy bidding, it's just so much fun
Yeah.
to see and to be able to go in and check your mini catalog to see where things are going and how things are doing, because I always give myself a budget for spending. And it's really fun to just be able to look at that individually and not have to go through all the pages. So
Well, and
super fun.
that's exactly right, because you can go back and you can see the items I'm winning. You can even go look at the items I've been outbid on if you really want to, kick dirt on yourself, or maybe you want to bid again. And when you have 90 items in your online auction, sometimes I like to go check out the items without bids because those are some real opportunities, right? And there's not a bad item in this auction. So if it hasn't gotten a bid yet, it's just because somebody hasn't found it yet. So if you want to go to those items, that's a great way to go. And then we also have categories, and Kara and the team have done a great job of putting categories on all the different items. So if you want to stay with our swinging theme, if you want to look at drinking items, here's some drinking items, a lot of wine tastings and Dutch Bros basket and sip and celebrate and stock the bar. I mean, wow, there's a lot there under the drinking category. And then you can go eating. Let's look at some of the eating, not to be confused with eat in, but
that's right.
Yeah.
But you can take me with you. We can
yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't know, Perry.
Nice
well,
meal.
yeah. Does that mean I got to bring Perry too? Pasta at the old spaghetti factory. How good does that get, the Dustin? Yeah, that's a great restaurant there in Sherwood. But yeah, you've got and Sabai. Oh yeah, look at this. This is awesome. Right. So check it all out, friends. I mean, at the end of the day, check it all out. Place your proxy bids. Share out the items that you think would be exciting to maybe someone else, one of your friends, or just put it out on your social media calendars, feeds, and let them make their own choices. But every bid is raising money for the Sherwood Band Boosters to distribute to the student musicians and color guard at Sherwood High School and middle school. I think a lot of people don't realize that your impact is much better than just the marching band on Friday nights in the fall. I mean, you're reaching into the middle school to help fund things there, and then the color guard is a big part of y'all's programs too. Correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you guys, is there something in this online auction? I don't want you to give up what you're bidding on, and Eden, don't share what Stacy's bidding on, and Stacy, don't share what Eden's bidding on. But give me some highlights that we can throw up for our audience.
Stacy, you want to go first?
Sure. Couple of things that I love about the program in general, particularly with choosing from the raffle standpoint for choosing the $500. Lots of my family live in other parts of the country. My mom lives in rural Maine. She would love an LL Bean raffle, a LL Bean gift card that she could win in the raffle. So she'll definitely be buying a couple of tickets there. So that's always fun to be able to share it with friends and family, because that can be given to anybody. Online, what I also like about online, which we just talked about a minute ago, which is being able to share. So if there's something like the kayaking, that's one of our adventure items in there. I can share it with friends and say, hey, would you be interested in doing this with me? My husband's not interested in being in the dirty river water, but I'm super excited to be. And I can share it with a girlfriend and they'd be like, yeah, I could totally do that. Then that's something I know I'll go in and bid on. So it kind of takes advantage of doing a couple of those different things that we talked about, is being able to share that. And I think you're going to talk about it in a minute, so I hope not to be a spoiler, but we have a number of buy now trips that are great for girlfriend, a week away with the girlfriends or things like that. And that's another place you can share and say, hey, if I bid on this, would you be one of the people that want to come on this trip with me? And so that's what I really like about Octria and this online features that we have. And it just seems to get better and better every year. With the technology that they keep evolving with. So those are some of my favorite things to look at and use to be able to decide what things I want to do.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you brought it up, so it was on my list, but I'm going to jump right to it because you brought it up, and I think it's a good time. New this year, and big shout out to Kara again for this wonderful idea. But we have the opportunity to procure some trips, and a lot of times those trips are only available to our live bidders at the event, actually at Oregon Golf Club this year on May 3rd at Swingin The Green. But this year we've actually created a travel and section, and these are buy it now opportunities, right? So you can take 5 nights for up to 8 guests in Mexico. Are you kidding me? Or 7 nights in Bali for 2, 7 nights in Tuscany, Italy, one of my favorite spots, 5 nights in an all-inclusive tropical getaway for 2. We also have a private villa escape. How much fun would that be? And a 5-night golf and spa package. Now, any of these, friends, I'm going to stay with Italy because I love this package. This is in Tuscany, right? And this is all the details are right here for you. There's more pictures. It's a 7-night stay for 2 in a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment in historic Cortona, Italy, by choice. And it's just beautiful. It's amazing. The really neat thing here to me is that you have 2 years to actually travel, right? So you may not be thinking you're going to go to Italy in the next couple of weeks, right? But you can support the band boosters and the student musicians in Color Guard today and take 2 years to figure out when you're going to actually travel on your trip, right? And as I said, the nice thing about this, it says buy it now. So you don't have to listen to me call bids. You don't have to wait for me to hopefully say sold and not try to get somebody else to outbid you, right? You can buy this package right now, today, right, on the website, and that is a spectacular opportunity for friends, and they should get in it. And even just checking out these packages. I know the sunshine's been pretty remarkable today, Eden, but I tell you, a little earlier this week, I was kind of drooling over some of these opportunities. I don't know about you.
Oh, same. And I keep thinking about that. Italy trip, but not the one for 2, but the 7-night one in the private villa. It's for 6.
Wow.
So
Look at there.
Family, would be a really fun couples trip or girls trip. Just like the possibilities, and when it's gray out, I just thought, Tuscany sounds so great.
Well, and I want to draw attention to this. I want to make sure that people understand. Look at the value on that package. It's valued at $7,215. So if you went out on the open market, tried to buy this package, $7,215, but you can buy it right now for under $4,500. Buy $1, $4,499. And you're exactly right. And the nice thing about this is that's a trip for 6, right? So
That's right.
if it's 6, that's a little under $800, a person for 7 nights in Italy. Okay, you tell me where that is available, and I've got a oceanfront property in Oklahoma for you. That is fantastic.
Right.
Yeah. Stacy, have you already bought one of these? You're probably all over this because you're a big vacationer.
I haven't. I have been buying my trips through the Band Boosters for the last 4 years, whether it's an anniversary trip or a weekend away. But we are looking at some of these trips as well. I
Yeah,
may want to do a girlfriend one. I always go with my wonderful husband, but it may be fun to do a girls trip. So definitely looking at these. I've worked with these companies in the past, and I have had flawless service with having a question answered, all of those kinds of things. And so I have built my confidence in absolutely traveling through the trips that I've purchased through here, and have enjoyed and loved all of them. So
yeah. I'm starting to drool over here looking at this setup right here. I mean,
I know. Can you see yourself sitting out there by that pool?
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
a
I'm
nice
trying.
cold drink or.
Yeah, for some reason, there's a lot of really bad jokes coming through my head, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. But I was thinking of Stacy talking about a girls' trip, and I can picture all of you out hanging out by the pool right there, Stacy. There's a chair for all of you, and Eden, maybe you can get one of those chairs from Stacy, right?
That's right. Yeah.
But this is what a view. Can you imagine? This is an amazing opportunity, and yeah, these places are great. My in-laws actually live in Italy, and I love the people. A lot of people don't understand, but they can't really do much to an outside of the home to modernize it. They can only modernize inside the home, right? And so when you see a home like this that is up to date, it's been well taken care of. But when you look at everywhere you look at the outside, it's the same way it's been there forever. It's pretty cool. It's awesome stuff. So yeah, so I normally would say bid high and bid often, but you don't have to bid more than once, right? Because it's a buy it now opportunity on all of our traveling packages, right?
Mhm.
And there's traveling now right up here in the top. You can just click on that and it'll take you right there to it. We're stretching this out, so I'm gonna dive in. I just get so caught up in it. I really like it. I'm gonna also move us to talking about May 3rd up at Oregon Golf Club. We touched on it a little bit earlier, but I want to let you know that we do have our live auctions going to happen there, along with our amazing performances. Which groups are going to be performing, Eden? I know we've got even the middle school jazz band. Is that correct? Tell me else.
That's correct. Yep. We've got the middle school jazz band. We've got the high school jazz 2 band is going to be playing. And then the jazz 1 or the jazz ensemble, it kind of goes by either name. They're going to kind of be our headliners for the evening.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then we're going to have our live auction. I'll do a little fast talk in there. And let's take a look at what we've got going on in our live auction. I think we've got a couple of really cool packages here. And Kara chiming in again. Private pool.
She's looking at the Italy one.
Yeah, I think so.
So.
I can feel it. I want to sell it to her at the event, though. I like to see her bidding. All right, so let's talk about our packages. We've got a couple of standby favorites. Our Stock Your Freezer, longtime supporter of the musicians there at Sherwood High School and Middle School. Lawrence Johnson is got his own family LBJ animals, and they're grass-fed and graze over 55 acres of natural pasture and forest land. And this is for a quarter of a grass-fed beef, which is a fair amount of meat, but it is high quality stuff, isn't it, Stacy?
yes, I've had it in the past. It may be one thing I bid on this year, so I can have all of it to myself.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll start you off at $1,000 and go. $1,000. All righty. Yeah, that's awesome. A big thank you to Lawrence for making that pack possible. And then this is one of my favorites. I always love this. Our good friend over there at Casey Guitars he puts this in every year, and there's some great memories made by the winner of this to be able to go in and do a custom guitar. This one in particular, Is this going to be a make your own, or is this going to be one that he's donated? It's beautiful.
This is one that he's already got. So he's donating the completed guitar, but those are pictures of the guitar, and we will have it on site so people can look at it.
Yeah,
it is gorgeous.
Yeah,
his work is amazing.
Yeah, it is. It is fantastic, and that's awesome. And you can learn more about Casey's guitars right here on the link. So, and then we've got some fun packages here. We're 1 week from Mother's Day on May 3rd, right. And you guys did a great job. You put together a little Mother's Day get out of jail free card for all the sons and husbands and all that. Why not get mom the ultimate Mother's Day package and support the band programs? Sounds like a great deal to me. This is going to be a fun package to see who bids. I don't picture a lot of moms bidding on that, but I might be surprised. You never know. And then
you can buy it for yourself if you.
Yeah, you can buy it for yourself, right? Hey, it's for the kids. Right. And then another fun one I expect to see a lot of husbands raising their bid card for: date nights for a year. I definitely call this the get out of jail free card. You have put together an amazing collection of different gift cards and activities, restaurants and things to do, wine tastings and things to do around the area. If you had that in the glove box of your vehicle when you got in trouble, you could say, hey, how about we go do these 2 things today or tonight? So this is a fun package, date nights for a year. And then we're going to wrap it up. This is a new package to the event, and we're fired up about this one from our friends at R&R. But this is a 5-night stay in a Hawaii resort. And I think a lot of people have their favorite destination in Hawaii. And this one, it'll allow you to pick from 1, 2, 3, 4 different locations: Maui, Oahu, Kauai, and the Big Island, Kona. So this is an amazing package. And once again, 24 months to travel. What a great way to book that vacation and support the incredible programs of the students there at Sherwood High Middle School. Yeah, what a cool deal. This one would work for your annual anniversary trip or something, wouldn't it, Stacy? Huh?
Yes, we've been once already to Hawaii, and we did it at New Year's, and we loved it.
Oh,
but we
what a
haven't
great
been
time.
to some of those other islands, so that might have to be thrown in the mix as well, because we've traveled with R&R before and have really enjoyed them.
Yeah.
And their properties that they have are beautiful and convenient to lots of things to do. So
yeah,
we might need to try a different island.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. It. Yeah, that's awesome. And Eden, have you broke the news to Perry that you're going to be bidding it up on all these vacations?
Oh yeah,
How do you take that? Yeah.
Well, he's going to try to steal the bid card from
Oh
me,
yeah.
you know?
Well, hey,
like,
you happen to know me. I can get you an extra bid card. In fact, we're so close now. You don't even need a bid card. Okay. You just give me the old tug on the ear. We'll just pretend we're at Christie's or Sotheby's, and you can just give me the tug and I'll know you're bidding. We don't even have to let Perry know. Right.
That's right.
We'll ask for forgiveness later.
Okay. Exactly. He'll be happy when we actually get off the plane.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He'll be happy then. Right. Hey folks, big shout out again to our sponsors. I also want to let you know, sometimes you might not be in the area. You want to support the band programs. Maybe you're an alumni, maybe your family was involved when you lived in the area, something like that. We always have at the bottom of the page where you can make a cash donation. Choose a level that's meaningful for you, friends, and it'll be meaningful for the student musicians and color guard that benefit from your support. You can just click on it right there and make a cash donation. If you do it before the event, we would love to acknowledge you at the event for your generosity. And if you prefer to remain anonymous, just put anonymous when you register, so that we won't use your real name. But great way to support the programs, and do it before next Sunday, so we can give you a little shout out. And I always find that when the audience realizes how much other people are supporting the event and supporting the cause, that it kind of inspires them to step up. So make a donation, and we'll use that to inspire others. So, going to be a great event, ladies. I can't tell you how honored I am to participate with you each and every year. It's always a good time, and it's going to be fun. Any last words from either one of you?
Just thank you to everybody who's watching and participating. Please to share on social media or email or whatever, because you never know who's going to be out there wanting to bid on something that we have, or maybe they're coming to visit you soon and they want to have something planned for when they come. So it's always great to share with your friends, family, neighbors, coworkers, all of those kinds of things. So thank you for watching and supporting us. We appreciate all of you.
Yes,
Absolutely. Eden,
Yep.
any final words?
Nothing that hasn't been said. Just we're so thankful for the support that we have from the community for these great programs. It's all for the kids. We just are here to support them and help them succeed in their lives. So
it's going to be fantastic. Hey, folks, you can if you're already got a ticket, because we are sold out. I do want to remind you, keep an eye on your email on Friday when the self-check-in emails will come in. Make your arrival experience smooth as silk, so you can get right in there and hit the get a beverage and enjoy the incredible performances that happen. Use that self-check-in email and get a leg up on getting it to the event. We're going to have a great time. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you missed anything or you want to tell it, the replay will be on the website, and you can check it out at your convenience, and you can hit pause and learn all the special trips. So thanks so much for supporting the Sherwood Band Boosters and the incredible musicians of both Sherwood High and Sherwood Middle School, and of course, our outstanding color guard. Remember, bid high, bid often, and we'll see you at the big Swingin the Green coming up. Talk to you soon. Thank y'all.